Alrighty everyone, welcome back. It is now getting closer to the middle point of June of 2023. We're just a couple of weeks out from the official release of Indy 5, The Dial of Destiny, by far one of the most heavily criticized films out there, even before its release. Based on what came out of Cannes Film Festival from the critics, so far it's not looking good. And everything that Kathleen Kennedy has been saying, as well as Phoebe Waller-Bridge, James Mangold, Harrison Ford, we've gotten so many cues that this movie really is going to fail on all different levels than we already expected. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future Star Wars updates. I'm also on Twitter at Mike01. I thank you all so very much for the great and kind support. And without further ado, let's dive right into exactly what's going on here with Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Now, you guys may or may not know her, but she did play in Star Wars. She was in Solo: A Star Wars Story as L337, that real, and must I say it, the cringeworthy droid, in my opinion, with horrible dialogue, horrible, overall acting, in my opinion, by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I just thought that she did not fit the Star Wars story, but that's just my opinion. It's, of course, not a fact, but it's just my overall vision of that. But what's interesting about all of this is that we know that Phoebe Waller-Bridge is somebody that is very bold and harsh against fans that speak out against a movie like Solo, against a movie like, in this scenario, like Indiana Jones 5, and she's really going on a streak of really essentially going against the fans and really speaking volumes about this. So let's dive right into exactly what's going on. Now, with Phoebe Waller-Bridge now promoting Indy 5 ahead of its June 30th release date, she went on to respond to what she and Kathy Kennedy are calling a premature backlash. Now, Phoebe eventually went on to state the following to fans: "It's almost impossible to not notice a bunch of children feeling entitled over what they want instead of the creator's vision, and those type of fans just need to shut up and deal with it. This is our story to tell, and not the fans' story. Besides, fans that are already giving a film critiques without ever seeing have their own ulterior motives, so we don't really take them seriously. We look to the loving, accepting fans that are open-minded to our gift to the world. We believe this film is going to open fans' hearts to exploring a new world for the Indiana Jones franchise, and Helena, my character, just steals the show. I would say she's really the focus in this one because it's like a passing of the torch in this film, and Indiana is there to transition his status to Helena." Now let me just stop here for a second. Now, once again, this is exactly proving what I said a couple days ago, that Helena is basically the Rey of the Indiana Jones franchise. There's no doubt about this. There's even a clip, I don't know if you guys saw it, I do suggest that you all check it out, because it really gives you bad vibes. Go ahead and type up Indiana Jones clip, or Indy 5 clip, that's the more proper way to type it, from Cannes Film Festival. And it's basically this car chase, and really hefty dialogue where you can't even understand Phoebe Waller-Bridge. The accent, the audio that's going over her accent, you can't even make out a word that she's saying at times. There's even a point in time, and I'm going to do my best impression possible, where she says something around the lines of, "Officer, it's literally just like that." Go ahead and check it out. You guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. So, anyways, moving to the next thing now, alright? This is where things get really involved, because we know that Phoebe Waller-Bridge is one of the people that really like to go against the fans that speak their mind, that really kind of give out their own opinion on things, and really, it's very similar to Leslie Headland, telling the fans to shut it or shut up, whatever, and telling them to keep quiet. Same exact thing with Leslie Headland and her view of the Acolyte series and how fans are not approving of that. Same exact scenario. This is exactly the type of people that Lucasfilm have hired over the years. And look, we've talked about how Bob Iger, the Disney CEO, wants to clean up house over at Lucasfilm. It's going to take 2+ years to really get that going. Progressively speaking, of course, but it's going to eventually get there. And I think that what they need to do is that they just have to clean the slate right now, period, the end. Moving on. Now, Phoebe Waller-Bridge goes on to say, of course, more. She states, but the fans that have an issue with that clearly have issues accepting change in this film and simply have no tease for new characters. Lucasfilm did it with Star Wars perfectly, and we are doing it again with Indiana Jones. To pass the torch to someone new, you always need the legacy character or another original character to pass it on. And it pleases both fans, which is good. Fans that have an issue with that need to shut it and think to themselves, if you have nothing nice to say, you might as well say nothing. It has been an honor playing in both Star Wars and Indiana Jones now as L3 and Helena. What a trip has it been. It's surreal, and we are already discussing a sequel and where or how we can expand the franchise of Indiana Jones. It's truly going to be better than the original 3. I believe, in fact, I love this one than all the originals already. It's that good. Mangold did an amazing job and knew how to make a great film. So this is like beat for beat exactly what Leslie Headland was saying. I don't know about you guys, but even Leslie Headland was saying something similar, where she was stating that she believes that The Last Jedi outperforms Empire, A New Hope, and Return of the Jedi, the entire original trilogy, and that Rian Johnson is the best filmmaker of all Star Wars movies. That's just really not true. I mean, to each his own, I guess. You have your all opinions, but there comes a point in time where you gotta either come to the conclusion that they are just being instructed what to say by either Kathy Kennedy or whoever over at Disney is promoting this, and it really makes you wonder, right? Why are they all talking in a similar manner? Well, they usually all think a certain way because they have their own, agendas that they believe in and all these radical beliefs about what these movies should be about. But the more important thing that we gotta focus here is how she literally views her character Helena as the main character in Indiana Jones 5. Now, like I said before, if you guys go ahead and check out that Indy 5 clip, I know I started it, I know I talked about it before, but in that clip, you're gonna realize, I forgot the exact timestamp, it's like a quarter of the ways through, you can't understand a word that she's saying when she's like driving in certain scenarios, and also she kind of talks down to Indiana Jones, saying that she's beautiful, that she's resourceful and self-sufficient, and then she drives off almost like it's a mic drop to Indiana Jones, like almost it's like a ha-ha, I told you so. It's just so in his face type of thing. Go ahead and check it out. Anyways, the thing about this that really bothers me is how it almost comes across like these people associated with Lucasfilm, like Leslie Headland and Phoebe Waller-Bridge, they're on this train or this tour of kind of downplaying the outspoken fans, the fans that like to speak their mind, to speak their opinions. And you know what? I think that it's really healthy for people to speak their opinions. It really is. You can't keep this stuff bottled up. You just can't. This is why I'm standing here talking about Indy 5. Enough was enough. And I think that change needs to be made. Now look, we can all vote with our wallet. I'm not saying that you should do this or that, but if you guys feel that you don't want to see this movie, and you really feel that you really don't, go with your gut instinct. Don't force yourself to do something you don't want to do. So I think at the end of the day, Lucasfilm is going to fail with this movie. Period, the end. So guys, drop a comment below, fill me in below what you all have to say about this, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.